Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Let's talk about Tim Bradley says Keith Thurman is going to get cooked and knocked out. He said he won't come out alive. When he said alive, I mean he won't come out on his feet. All right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's conventional thinking. You know, the Aerosexuals and the Errol Spence tars and the Errol Spence fans are going to try to sell you that this is a good fight after they ripped Keith Thurman for about 4 or 5 years, 6, 7 years, probably for not fighting Errol Spence. You know, and now they're going to try to sell this as a great fight. And like I said before, Keith Thurman, he is a name, but he's not the name that he once was. You know, and he's not a pay-per-view draw. I don't know if he did less pay-per-views than Pacquiao and Broner when he fought Pacquiao. But, you know, they never capitalized on his prime. They never did. They never capitalized on that man prime. And you know, so now they making a stale fight, and Keith Thurman name ain't hot because he ain't been fighting. At least after the Pacquiao fight, and that was a really good fight. At least he could have kept it. They could have kept the man name warm, and they didn't. But you know, he said he gonna pressure. You know, Thurman got some speed, some power, but he said Thurman ain't set no trap versus Errol Spence. So the only thing he gonna do is sit down when he feel one of them body shots, and you know. Had Errol Spence look like he looked versus Mikey, and he look like he looked versus Sean Porter, I think people would be giving him a chance, but he looked physically as good as he looked in a long time versus Ugas. You know, he threw a lot of convincing punches. It wasn't arm punches, they were punches that he was turning over. You know, and a lot of that, some people can say, well, it was just the Ugas sitting in the pocket with him and not moving his feet and being there to be hit. You know. But I agree with him. This ain't 50-50. This ain't no polarizing fight. This ain't no mega fight, no super fight. It could have been, but they failed to make it. They could have fought 2 or 3 times. You know, at one point. They both not what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, they both should have had moved up in weight and probably won another belt by now. You know, same thing with Terrence Crawford. Errol ain't, you know, what they used to be. They ain't prime for their age or their weight class. Or some people want to argue that they was prime as they fought last year. How? When a nigga went through a glass window and then got his eye popped open. And Crawford 34, 35 years old. You know, you don't never know when you're gonna fall out your prime as a fighter completely. Some preserve better than others. And Keith Thurman, he didn't turn around and, you know, he didn't been through his fair share of injuries when he was, you know, fairly young. Elbows, you know, all types of stuff. And the telltale sign for me to know that Spencer's really gonna beat him is when he was in camp doing all that strength and conditioning, that weight, other than Spence performing versus Ugas. He was doing all that strength and conditioning, doing them sit-ups and all crunches and shit. He was jacked in the stomach. He, you know, a little bit buffer. He still got touched on the body by Barrios and still almost coughed up a rib. You know, you doing all that work on the body. He, you know, I say, you know, you go into that fight, man. I just tell Errol Spence hit him everywhere. Hit him everywhere. The boy fragile. Hit him everywhere. Keith Thurman chin is strong and more durable than his body. Then he said he just had got COVID this summer. And he gained some weight. He get back in the gym to try. So, all right, man. Keith Thurman been on some. He been finished. The pinnacle of his career is it was unifying the titles against Danny Garcia. That's it. And Errol Spence had no problem early on with a foot speed be an issue for him. Yeah, but Keith Thurman can't dance for 12 rounds. He can't. You know, he gonna, man, Barrios, a fucking dude who was a featherweight at one point in time, he a big guy, still can push you back like that. What Spence gonna do? And then you ain't got the balls to push Spence back. He don't. He ain't got the balls to sit there and bite down and put Spence back like he did versus Pacquiao. He don't. And then he just don't have the IQ, bro. Sound good on TV. Straight punches. You gotta have a straight right going in there versus the southpaw. You know, you're gonna load up your looping shots versus Errol Spence. All he gonna do is shoot in between them with straight, crisp shots. And the way he was turning them shots up versus Ugas, it's just a matter of time. You know, could it make the Terrence Crawford fight bigger by knocking out Keith Thurman? Yeah, it can do nothing but enhance it. Errol Spence might be a hefty favorite. You know, could it hurt him? Yeah, if Keith Thurman go in there and his foot movement give him problems and he trouble him. Well, I heard Keith Thurman was working on sitting on shots more. That's what I heard. Keith Thurman was working on sitting on shots. So it's being more stationary. But my thing about it is, every time somebody feint or throw a punch, you run. It ain't like he's slipping to give you something. He running. He's trying to get out of harm's way. And it ain't like he's trying to get out of harm's way and inflict harm. That ain't what he doing. That ain't what he doing. That motherfucker trying to move, get out the way. He trying to run. That nigga on 100 miles of running shit. You know, and you know, it's for him to be 32, 33, whatever years old, and now trying to change, it's too late for that. And everybody know what Tim Bradley saying is true. It's only a matter of time until Spence knock him out. And if Spence don't knock him out, you know, he ain't as good as I thought he was. Still. At one point, Thurman would have won, for sure, probably. But he let the man get ring experience. He let Al Heyman talk him out or not try to make the fight. Whatever it was. But he don't jab enough. He don't throw straight shots enough. He move too much. He gonna give up ground. And if Spence really, you can cut the ring off really, really good, for sure, he gonna cut the ring off on Thurman, man, and make Thurman cough up a lung. That's what it's gonna be about. But once again, like Thurman said, he never been in there with nobody with the perpetual movement. He ain't been in there with somebody that can move like that. So that's a mystery. But we see how good he cut the ring off on him. You know, do Crawford do all that moving like that? When Crawford moves, it's with a purpose. When Keith moved a lot of times, it was the purpose of not getting hurt, not getting hit. You know, Keith gonna have to step on the front foot and push Spence back. That's how you gonna beat Spence. For him. You know what I'm saying? Just push him back. Make him get on the back foot. Don't let him come forward. That's how you beat him. You take it right to him and pop him right in the mouth. And once you establish that you the man in real estate, if you can't get him out of there, then you start boxing him and taking him, giving him a lesson. That's how it go. You don't sit there and just start moving and give up ground versus him. You stick it right to him. You go out there and you stick it right to his ass. And when you throw a shot, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at his ass. Because when he punching with people, it's like a get off me punch. It's like a Hail Mary punch. You throw 3, 4, 5, 6 punches. Don't load up on 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work up and down. He going that high guard, dude. He can't do shit. He can't see shit. Uppercut. Round the elbows to the body. Uppercut. All that type of stuff. But Keith Thurman ain't that type of fighter. Keith Thurman about to get cooked. He about to get cooked. He just don't. He gonna give up too much ground. That's as simple as that. But I agree with Tim Bradley. Ain't gonna be no trap set. Ain't gonna be no nothing set. It's not. it's gonna, you know, Keith Thurman gonna get cooked. And that's the honest truth. So, you know, body shot, head shot, you know, quit in the corner, whatever. I'd be surprised if Errol went the distance with Keith. You know, but hey, like I said, somebody told Kobe, you know, one of the prominent fighters told Kobe that they already knew this fight was happening since the summertime, Thurman and Spence. And we all, you know, everybody pretty much knew it. We was hoping, you know, that they could make, you know, the Terrence fight, but they just trying to age the man out. So if he said he wanted to fight in December regardless, they could have set one fight deal up for him like they did Regis Progress, but they don't want to work with him. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Twitch, the whole nine. You find all that in my link tree. It's the first link in the description. Shout out to Welterweight Boxing News playlist. Peace.